Welcome viewers on our mini lecture on transitive and intransitive verbs. I am Tobias Ogweno, a student at Aga Khan University. More often than not, students confuse transitive and intransitive verbs. So our lesson today, the objective is to differentiate between transitive and intransitive verbs. So, what are the transitive verbs? A transitive verb is a verb that is followed by a direct object. It takes an object. For example, we can look at sentence number 1. Mary ate fish. Mary is the subject, the doer of the action in the sentence. Ate is the verb, and then fish is the object. So the verb ate is followed by fish, which is the object. So it is a transitive verb. You need also to note that objects can be represented by noun, noun phrase, or pronoun. Like in sentence number 2, he bought a beautiful dress. He is the subject, bought is the verb, a beautiful dress is a noun phrase, which is the object. So the verb bought is a transitive verb. Example number 3, the teacher sent him. The teacher is the subject, the verb is sent, and then him, which is the pronoun, stands in for the object. So sent is a transitive verb. If you want to get a transitive verb in a sentence, then you need to ask yourself this question. What or whom after you have used the subject and the verb? For example, in sentence number 1, you can ask, Mary ate what? Then the answer will be, Mary ate fish. So that tells you that ate is followed by object, so it is a transitive verb. The same applies to bought and sent. They are all transitive verbs. So what is intransitive verb? An intransitive verb is one that does not take an object in the sentence. For example, in sentence number 1 here, Kennedy laughed. So the word laughed relays complete sense without any object following it. So the verb laughed is an intransitive verb because it relays sense without being followed by an object. The same applies to sentence number 2. She slept soundly. The verb slept is not followed by an object, and you should not confuse soundly to be an object. Soundly is an adverb. Remember we said earlier that object can be represented by a noun, noun phrase, or a pronoun. So soundly is not a noun, is not a noun phrase, neither is it a pronoun. This one is an adverb. Other examples of intransitive verbs, we have arrive, die, fall, smile, or stay. They are not many because we do not have many intransitive verbs. And if at all you ask the question, what or whom, after the subject and the verb, you will not now get the answer. So that will now indicate to you that the verb is intransitive verb. You should also note that there are verbs which can be used as transitive and intransitive forms. For example, in example 1a, the choir sang to the guest. The verb there is sang, followed by to the guest. To the guest is a prepositional phrase. It is not an object. So the verb sang there is used as an intransitive verb. But the same verb can be used as a transitive verb. For example, you can say, we sang the national anthem. So you can ask, what did we sing? The national anthem. So that tells you that in that case, sang is used as a transitive verb. In example 2a, you can say, they study hard. They study hard. The word study is followed by hard, and hard is not an object. So it is used as intransitive verb. And the same study can be used as a transitive form, whereby you can now say, the students study English. So you can ask, what did they study? They study English. In conclusion, then, we should note that intransitive verbs are not used in the passive voice. They are only used in the active voice. While the transitive verbs can be used in the active or in the passive voice. Otherwise, thank you. I hope you have enjoyed.